So Sunday is the Pride Parade. It's Phoenix Pride. It's great. And every year we usually have a float in the parade. This year we have a float in the parade. And the float is a Mustang from Peoria Ford. Pat Hickey gave us this Mustang. And the concept is we'll be in the Mustang, maybe Rich, me, Peyton, Kyle, we'll all be in the Mustang. And then around us will be Love Pup volunteers walking dogs that are available for adoption. Okay? So Pat Hickey from Peoria Ford dropped off a Mustang last night at my house. So I thought, I'm going to drive the Mustang in this morning to the show and give Pat some love, post on social media, whatever. And I get it. It dropped it off at night. When I got in it was dark, so I don't know how the car works. I just press the button and go, right? Mm-hmm. I get to the radio station, and I get out of the car, and it goes, it like honks. And I keep walking away. It goes, and I'm like, whoa, so this car is like talking to me. Like it's obviously telling me that there's something going on. I must have left the lights on. Because you know how the lights stay on in the car for a while?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought, maybe I left the lights on. So I go and I open the door, and the light is on auto, so it's not on. And when I sit in the car, it says door ajar. And I'm like, okay, well, that's the door, because I saw the door open. So I close the door. I'm like, what the hell's with this car? So I walk away, further away, backwards. It's like I'm talking to a freaking transformer here right now because it's telling me, hey, dude, don't go away. Don't go yet. I'm like, did I leave my backpack in there? Like, does it know? like, is it telling me something? Like, don't go inside the house? So then I get back in the car. I realize I didn't turn it off.
So you walked away with the key, and it's like, engine's still running.
Hilarious.
I left the engine on. Like, I was like, and then I was like, is this an electric car? Like, I don't even know if it's an electric car or not. I don't even know because it was so quiet. I couldn't tell that the engine was on. Then again, my hearing sucks. Then again, I have a sinus infection, which makes my hearing suck even more.
Yeah, your voice is way deep this morning.
Hello.
Are you feeling any better, at least?
I feel fine. I feel 100%. I don't have a fever, nothing. It's just right in this nose area that hurts.
Congestion, pressure.
Yeah, and then from blowing my nose over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
It's like get red.
It's like raw.
Like last night, I put that Aquaphor all over my nostrils, and it hurts like hell. But I feel totally fine. That's the part that's weird. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I know that it is a sinus infection and not anything more serious than that.
Well, that's good. Well, I mean, you've been on medicine now for 2 days, so I feel like it should be kicking in.
I would hope so, but it's a different kind of medicine. It's not like, I take a pill, pour it in some water, and snort it.
Crazy.
That's so weird. I've never heard of that before.
I know.
Except for with Adderall.
How was your birthday yesterday, Colin Fug?
Thanks for asking. It was good. It was awesome. I felt the love from everyone, and it was really good. And did I ever tell you guys about my search for my acai bites?
Your what? Your what?
Acai bites?
Okay. So normally I get my groceries from Walmart, right? I do Walmart delivery. But there is 2 items that I have to go to Sprouts for. And they are in the dessert section, in the freezer section. And they're these little key lime ice cream sandwiches and these acai bites. So it's like acai covered in chocolate. And they're only 60 calories. So I feel like when I eat dessert and I eat one of those, I'm like, it's like I'm eating nothing. It's like guilt-free, right? And so I would literally make a separate trip all the time just to Sprouts, mostly for the acai bites. The last time I was there, they didn't have them. And I was like, oh, what gives? And it wasn't even there wasn't a spot for them anymore. Mm-hmm. The whole freezer section was full and they were just poof, gone. And at that time, I was searching and I'm standing in the same spot for a long time because I feel like maybe they moved it, right? It's not a very big freezer aisle. And at the same time, there's this lady on her Bluetooth and she's yelling at someone. She's yelling at maybe a customer service representative of some type. And she's like, I sent you the papers. Oh, now you're calling me a liar? And then she's walking. So it's it's really loud and then it phases off. And then she happened to be right in front of me at the checkout, and she's still on the Bluetooth while the lady's checking her out, yelling at this person. Oh, I thought you said you didn't get the paperwork. Now you're the liar. I'm dealing with a liar. Literally at that volume or even higher. And I'm kind of giving the cashier a look okay.
Could have waited a little while until I handled that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she gives me the look okay. And then the lady's still yelling. She walks out, she gets her groceries and leaves, right? And so I'm kind of she wasn't yelling at the cashier, but it's still kind of it was a high tension situation. So I sort of debated whether or not to say this or not, but I was she's like, did you find everything okay? And I'm like, actually, I used to have these acai bites. They were covered in chocolate and they're really good in the freezer section. Do you know what happened to them? And she goes, no. She's like, but let me get my manager. And I'm like, I'm not a Karen. I don't need to get the manager. Like, it's okay. She's like, no, he's right here. And so I was like, how often do you guys change out like the stuff in the freezer section? Do you get rid of things often? He's like, a couple times a year. And I was like, oh, such a bummer. Like, I used to get these acai bites. They were so delicious. And I literally came just specifically for them. So if you're ever reordering, maybe you could just like slide those back in. And he goes, okay, I'll take that into consideration. Thanks. And I went about my day. Yesterday, it's my birthday. I had to go in and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get me some of those key lime ice cream sandwiches. Because those are my other thing that I get there. And what do I find in the freezer section? The acai bites are back. I was like, oh, it was as if
it's a birthday miracle.
It was my birthday.
Yes.
They knew it. It's a miracle.
Oh my gosh, what a good birthday present.
Yeah, so that made my day.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.